Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. Got an exciting show planned for today. I'm wearing the old Troop 170 hat, and I'm going to do my subject, my theme today is Bicentennial Scouting. Got some really great things here. I'm very proud of this. This is the official Boy Scouts of America Bicentennial Boy Scout Neckerchief. This is the official one. Great neckerchief. Get a little close up there. It's permanent press, 50% polyester, 50% cotton. I still have the little sticker on it. I kept it in the plastic bag all this time. Keep it nice. And also, what I have here is the New Jersey Jockey Hollow Trail. 1 year and 1 year only. They made a special medal for the Jockey Hollow Trail, which was, believe it or not, 21 miles long through historic Morristown, New Jersey. And here it is, Jockey Hollow. Oh my goodness gracious, I was counting on that. Oh, I tell you, impromptu, never a dull moment. There it is. I'm really proud of that. That's one of a kind medal there, If you didn't get it in 1976, if you took the hike in 75, you didn't get it. And if you took the hike in 1977, you didn't get it. Limited, very, very limited. They produced only so many of them. You could not just buy this medal. You actually had to do the hike, and there were questions along the way. And then at the end, you took a little test, mostly about George Washington's encampment, his travels through Morristown, that kind of thing. What's interesting is, as you were traveling southbound on Route 202 in Morristown, it was also named Mount Campbell Avenue. And the center of town, the square of Morristown, coming from there, going south on the right-hand side, from the square about 2 miles down on the road, maybe 2.5, on the right-hand side was the park where Washington had one of his encampments with the, our soldiers. And what's funny is the AT&T office that I worked at was diagonally across the street. So when I was a boy, I must have taken this hike. When I was a boy, I must have done this hike 3 or 4 times. And then as a scout leader, oh my God, about 10 times. And I guess I've done the Jockey Hollow Trail at least a dozen times. But what was funny is I ended up, I would be walking the trail even as a scout leader, and you'd see these 2 long buildings. Each building was at least a city block long, huge parking lot, 5 stories high. And, back, when I was a very young man, I never thought in a million years I'd be working there. And then I ended up working at AT&T in the International Public Relations Department in that office. So about once a week, maybe twice a week sometimes, I would get in my car and go down. If it was a quarter of a mile, it was long. And then go on the right. As you're in southbound, AT&T offices were on the left-hand side on Mount Campbell Ave, and the Jockey Hollow Park was on the right-hand side. And they had picnic tables and that kind of thing. It was free, and I'd go there and have lunch. And then I'd eat my lunch. I had my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, my apple, and my little bottle of Snapple iced tea. I know it's not the best thing for you, but, and then I'd walk around the plaques, and it would like spark the memory of doing the hikes, A, as a scout, and B, as a scout leader. It was kind of a neat thing. Then I'd come back to work, and it just would refurbish my heart, would inspire me. I'm gonna do a few patches. I love doing patches. I love doing patches. This is the old Assistant Scoutmaster patch that I wore. I turned 18 in September of 71, and they had this patch till about 1976, 77. Then they changed over to this patch. And as far as I know, they still use this Assistant Scoutmaster patch. There's a variation of it with a gold gold background, and that means the scout leader is trained. So I have the other one too. I'll have to show that sometime. Leadership Corps were kind of the older boys in the troop, and they would stand in the front of the hall, the troop, where the troop met, and it was the junior assistant scoutmaster, the senior patrol leader, the assistant senior patrol leader, and then 2 or 3 instructors. This is the Order of the Arrow Lodge I belong to, Alamaka Wing number 54. And that went on your right on your shirt pocket there. Beautiful patch. Jack Floyd original, 1986, Boonton District Spring Camporee. There's a story behind all of these Jack Floyd patches. They were picked up by a company that made up stock patches. In other words, you could go in and go through the catalog and say, oh, I like D4803B. I like that patch. We'll use that as our Camporee patch. Well, Jack Floyd, the Assistant Scoutmaster of Boy Scout Troop 170, he designed, drew, and created at least 24 patches. And so this patch company, which is an independent company, and they made all kinds of patches, Girl Scout patches, Cub Scout patches, sports patches. You think it's easy to say, sports patches. And anyway, they purchased Jack's patches to be put in their catalog, and Jack donated all that money to the Boy Scouts of America, which was kind of nice. What we got going on here? I have 2 of these. Boys Life 1976 national patch. I have, I have 2. I'm not going to do the doubles. I don't know how I got this one. California Inland Empire Council, Scout Fair 1984. I went to the National Scout Jamboree 1985, 1989, and they had a section there they called it the trading post. And scouts would trade their patches. So I think I got this one on a trade. This is, I love this one. 1963 Boonton District Klondike Derby. Another Jack Floyd patch. Boonton District 1986 Klondike Derby. Scouting is for everyone, 1981. This was a national patch, and what they would do is just put the different council name here. But this part was standard, and it was a nationwide patch. Boonton District 1989 Spring Camporee. I have 2 of these. I didn't even realize it. Spartanburg District Croft State Park trailery. And the Boone District Spring Camporee Scout Olympics 1984. It's a nice patch, very colorful. What do I got here? Oh, wow. This goes right in with my bicentennial theme. Bicentennial Trail of Freedom, Philadelphia. We hiked this. Troop 170 hiked this. It's been so long, but it's come back to me. I love that. You got the Liberty Bell there, complete with the little crack in the Liberty Bell. I love this patch. Yeah, so inkling of Scout patches. I love Scout patches. Well, that's about it. I didn't go over this book at all, Scoutmaster's Handbook. It's a great book. Not so much the woodcut. Well, let me say, this is the 1965 printing, and it belonged to my dad. And there is, this is very special. There's my dad's signature. It's kind of nice. Let me see. Oh, there's a woodcut. Setting up the patrol method. They had the greatest woodcuts. Boy Scout books had the greatest woodcut pictures. That's a nice one. Here's an old black and white picture. Now this, what did I say? This was 1965 printing. Old black and white pictures. Old school, takes you back to another time, you know. Great. Oh, the monkey bridge. Oh, I'll tell you, I fell off of that. We used to always build a monkey bridge. And you get halfway across it, and the wise guy would shake it, and you swing, and you'd hold on to dear life, and sometimes you'd fall in the brook. I fell in the brook quite a few times. Bunch of wise guys, some of the kids. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice compilation of woodcuts there. I tell you, this book, 538 pages, $1.25. Bargain of a lifetime here. Oh, I like this one. Again, the Native American background theme. They used it a lot in the 30s, 40s, and 50s in scouting. And then for some reason they dropped it. You know, the Native American connection to scouting. Here's an old black and white, the scouts setting up camp. It takes you back in time, more innocent time, you know. Oh, my neighbor's home. Well, I'm going to sign off. And stay strong, stay happy, stay safe. Until my next vlog, this is Richard Mabey, signing off.